Modern women can no longer hold a man for long anymore like it used to be. These days, you hear women talk about being in 5 relationships in 3 months, for some over 30 different dates in weeks. Yes, it is that bad. But why can't modern women keep a man like it used to be? In the past years, you would see people be in a relationship for 3 years or more. Why are men running from these modern women after just 1 or 2 dates with them? A particularly major reason why this is happening is what I will be talking about in this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel for more content like this if you are yet to. Done that? Now let's go. The major issue with modern women today is character. Most of them do not know how to behave, how to talk, and what to do in their basic day-to-day activities. Now imagine how worse it gets when it comes to relationships with another person involved. There is a particular research going on in the US about checking locked-up criminals' background and how, not so surprisingly, most of them were raised by single mothers. The same case applies here. If you watched one of the videos I made recently, I talked about how the rate of single mothers keeps increasing and the impacts on society. So I did a little research myself on women out there, their behaviors, the amount of relationships they have been in, their body counts, and their background. Most of the women that couldn't keep a man were raised by single mothers. And when I compared the behaviors of those raised by a single father, the difference was staggering. Let me show you this video that gives an example about what I'm talking about here.
I don't think our moms are teaching us how to get men that we are attracted to and how to keep them. And I think that that is a huge issue. Like, what did your mothers teach you about dating?
I feel like, in my perspective, I grew up with a single dad who raised me.
Okay.
And I think that is part of the reason why I am in a good relationship and why I kind of know that there are roles in a relationship and I'm more on the traditional side. And I think that's why I've been able to secure someone who has a really good job, someone who takes care of me, someone who is all about me, you know what I mean? And I do think that I was taught at a young age by my single dad how to be a good girlfriend because he was maybe so bitter about my mom. So I do understand kind of where you're coming from. I just was trying to say maybe it was a broad statement at first.
Yeah, I made a general statement. Like,
Yeah.
here's the thing. What's the definition of a functional relationship? The definition of a functional relationship is one where both of your needs are getting met. I'm not hearing a lot of that from you guys. And that's, so if it's not functional, I mean, you could call it neutral, or you could say, like, and you could argue that it might be dysfunctional. But you guys are all very young. Like, you said you're 20, you said you're 18. Like, I don't expect y'all to know it. But if you guys don't figure out how men are, like, you're gonna get, like, ran up on hard. And then you're gonna have, like, this darkness in your heart. And you're...
It is no wonder that the only lady with a good and functional relationship among those being interviewed in that room was the one that grew up with a single father and not a single mother. Contrary to single mothers, single fathers ensure healthy growth by establishing clear norms, fair boundaries, and suitable punishments when necessary. Children who get strict but loving repercussions have better impulse control, self-regulation, and interpersonal interactions. At the same time, single fathers promote spontaneous happiness, exploration, and risk-taking. Financial stability and resources are also frequently favorable because single fathers often demonstrate great levels of motivation and put in long hours to ensure secure conditions for their children. Despite receiving no spousal benefits like the single mothers who get to receive alimony or child support money, single fathers still work very hard to achieve great success to ensure their children receive the best upbringing possible. They also stay frugal and prioritize their children. Statistics reveal that single-father homes have lower rates of poverty, and many of them report experiencing far less financial difficulty than would be implied by so-called feminist arguments against patriarchal dominance. Their kids, the female ones, grow up in the traditional way and know just what to do in a relationship with men since their father took his time to imbibe that in them. They understand the roles that need to be played. Their father provided for them when they were little, and now their man would do that. But they are not going to sit down idle and be babied. They take care of the home themselves and make sure the relationship keeps going smoothly. Over 2 million children in America live with their mothers, but not their fathers, according to the US Census, and research indicates that this situation can have a grave impact on the children's well-being. These children from single-mother households are more likely to experience behavioral, emotional, and social issues. and they frequently do worse on tests and receive poorer grades, according to studies. They also report having more despair and less happiness. So it turns out that a child's life can be significantly impacted by having both a mother and a father nearby. Children raised by single mothers often feel entitled and are less able to deal with setbacks because single mothers are more overprotective, permissive, and less focused on teaching independence. It seems as though they are raising a generation of little diva princesses who demand to be served everything on a silver platter. They have higher rates of poverty, physical and mental health issues, educational underperformance, behavioral problems, criminal behavior, teen pregnancy, divorce and poverty in adulthood. This leads to another generation of single mothers, and on the circus continues. The new daughters of these single mothers who are lucky enough to not go into crime or full-time prostitution can't keep a man. Most of these single mothers turn out to be misandrists who are bitter that there's no father present to cater for her and the kid. So they poison the minds of their daughters, and when these daughters grow up, they do not know how to behave in relationships with men because no one taught them. Most of these modern women who grew up with a single mother are the type of women who try to be in a relationship solely for the benefits. They are the gold diggers that just want to spend a man's money with him. They do not care about the man or his feelings, and once he stops providing, they are out of the relationship. But I'm happy men have woken up. Once they see you are adding no value to their lives, they chase you away or spend nothing on you. You will leave by yourself when you see he has no regard for you. Some of us men have even one up at it and started the 50-50 rule on dates, and I love that. You can't turn dates to a source of feeding every night. And to the men out there still in a relationship with modern women who are not adding any value to your life, do not be scared to leave. It's better to stay single and focus on yourself, improve yourself, or go out to foreign countries and get in touch with traditional women with proper upbringing and fatherly love. Thank you. That will be all for today on Latest Juice. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. See you next time. Cheers.